Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the third and concluding day of the PhD workshop. At the onset, I will request Professor A.K. Thakur to grace the occasion and start the proceedings today. Yeah, Professor Thakur, please.
Our Honorable Director, Professor TNC, distinguished guest and speaker of today, Dr. Krishna M. Ella, TDV Secretary Sri IIT PATNA, dear friends, students and faculty colleagues and media persons, we are fortunate to have today at IIT Patna the doyen of modern Indian vaccine who has given India a big forum at international level after developing the first made in India, truly indigenous vaccine that has catered the need of at global level. Secondly, Dr. Krishna Ella, when he started the idea of making vaccine, he has the distinction of turning the tide in favor of India from a vaccine importer to a vaccine exporter. So, however, I have one humble submission. Dr. Ella should also encourage molecular biologists to be developed in country. Today morning I had a small chat discussion. I said myself and Dr. Ella have one thing in common, that my elder son has graduated from the same university where from Dr. Ella has graduated. But he changed his track from molecular biology to medicine. Dr. Ella advised me that your son has taken the right decision. I don't know whether it's right decision or wrong decision. But today, I guess there are younger generation of students and research students here present, and I think they will, after hearing his talk, they will definitely get motivated to take a big career in molecular biology, because this is the area that drives the clinical practitioners to administer the drug dosage. Let us have a big applause for Dr. Now I invite our Honorable Director to welcome Dr. Ella at IIT Patna.
Second floor.
One more minute, sir. Now I request TDV Secretary Sri IIT Pathak ji to say a few words that how Dr. Ella began his entrepreneurial journey with GDP support in the country. And that has changed the landscape of
Thank you, Professor Thakur, Director Singh sir. In fact, today we are proud, privileged to have Dr. Krishna Ella with us, and truly speaking, he was agreed to my insistence that you have to come to Patna because Bihar is my home state and we need your help and support to encourage people over there. So he kept telling me that I am here, man, because of you, and was fighting with my wife, fighting with my daughters and all these things. I really thank you for being here. The association of TDB and Dr. Ella Krishna goes way back in 97, 98 when he came with a dream idea from US that we can develop a hepatitis B vaccine in India and do that vaccination ecosystem. That time, since the risky venture, many people were not willing to fund his projects, and that time Technology Development Board funded his first projects, and that's our association started way back. And today, with taking clue from him that Indian can do it, many companies came into that vaccination domain, and almost all were funded by us at one point of time. And we are basically not only vaccine manufacturing, vaccine capital of the world, but now we are developing our own vaccines. That thanks goes to the foundation led by Dr. Krishna Ella. So we thanks to him first. I won't take much time. Dr. Krishna needs no introduction. He himself is a diamond icon of this field and recently got Padma Bhushan also. And Government of India has recognized his efforts, and he is passionate. I can tell you once you hear him. He's passionate entrepreneur, even younger. You don't go with his age and all. He is younger like you guys, so you can relate. So I don't stand in between. I will just hand over my to him, please.
No, not required.
Not required.
That's I think you must need more. Slides.
Slides on from the way.
I think I'll entertain you for some time. Okay?
Yeah, you can do something.
Yeah, I think that's good. Who is that guy? Really, it's an honor to be here. And I'm coming after 21 years to Patna. This is my second visit. I came with Dr. Abdul Kalam, called me. He said, you have to come to Patna. I said, what do I do? No, I'm going to go to paddy field, agriculture. I want to see agriculture in Patna. Come here. So I came. We came from Delhi. I came from Hyderabad. And I think probably 2000, I think, is the year. I was here right here in Patna. I don't know where I was, but in Patna. But I was in Patna and gave a talk and all that. And this is my second visit. So after Dr. Abdul Kalam, Patna put me out. I want to thank the director, meeting him here, and Thakur, and of course my good friend Patak. Okay? And to be frank with you, I came only because of Patak, because he had told me 10th meeting, so I blocked my date 10, and then I blocked an 11th for my daughter's program, and 13th for my wife's program. So I had to find a compromise with a lot of things. So I had the director, my office called him, requested him, please put me on this day. Thank you very much. It's really hard to do. Okay? But I think all of you, just relax. Okay? Don't get stressed out. Once your mind is getting stressed, then software, minds keep thinking all smart analysis, what is my idea, what is this, thinking, what is the idea? You know, Indians are politicians. Indians 1.3 billion is a politician. Always thinking, what is Dr. Ella strategy? What is product strategy? You know, always be thinking negative direction. Don't think negative. First, keep positive. That's very important. Thank you for all the being here. And I think, you know, I want to thank again Potter. He's the one who pulled me off. And then, okay, let's look at it. Everybody knows, but only the Bihar people doesn't know about the Bihar. We have people think we are poor people, poor country, poor state. We are lousy compared to Bangalore, compared to Hyderabad, and that's how you think. You know, how I think that the knowledge came from here. Knowledge came, Nalanda, partly. There's so many things, but I don't think young generation only looking at only the computer science and engineering and medical, all sort of looking at only thing, but you need to look at the past, what is important. Past is very important. I'm going to talk about innovation of the past innovation. And you know, 427 and 1197, the top university, 10,000 students. IIT director cannot even accommodate 10,000 students in IIT campus now, with the 2022. Okay? How, 10,000 students, 2,000 professors that time. Okay? And 9 closed library. I don't think IIT PATNA also will have library. See the history of that era and that era. Mathematics, astronomy, medicine, art of war, politics. Today, Ukraine war, Russian war tells you how they thought about those days of art of war. Okay? And I think many martial art might have moved to China and other places from this place as a martial art and one of the different strategies. But many doesn't know, a lot of things are missing. I think, and I think I was funded by TDB and IDBA. It's true. We are the second company funded by TDB. When TDB started, way back 97, 96, 97 they started. And we were the second company to be funded. Shanta Biotech was the first company, which was also manufactures an TDB vaccine. Second company was Bharat Biotech, which was funded by again TDB. TDB was just started. That time R&D sales tax can be moved and they put in that money. And DST funded me in pharma fund for various R&D programs. DBTs funded a lot of clinical trials. So that means money is available. You know, I'm talking 97. So today, you have more money available. Okay? But only people required, more people are required. That's all the difference is. Okay. Where the remote is? Okay. We are just about 2,500 crores. We are about 3,800 employees. Why I'm starting? I was a startup. When I can create this, 10 people in this room can create this. It can be different in here. Simple. One person I can create. Today, we have 16 vaccines. We export 123 countries. We sold 10 billion doses. And also, we are not just a commercial company. We publish more than 120 journals. Wonderful research article, including New England Journal of Medicine. If you ask me, our ranking of a science impact factor of journal will be even higher than some of the IIT campuses. To New England Journal of Medicine, Nature, and all those things. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you will not be a commercial company, but you can be R&D oriented. It's not something not hard. Okay, innovation and entrepreneurship. And nobody teaches you innovation and entrepreneurship in any campus, whether it's Bombay, IIT Bombay. I was in IIT Bombay 2 weeks back and I achieved guest for the convocation. The first physical convocation there, I was there. So I think I was in Central University 3 days back, 4 days back. So I think no classroom teaches, okay? And I think the idea of, my idea of entrepreneurship, I'm going to share with you. And if that can be useful to you, think about it, how India can be changed. And I think, you know, in 60 days, last 60 days in the pandemic time, the few innovations have made global changes. You're all able to see? Yes? Okay. Okay, good. So I think paralyzed patient, an HIV cure, they took a stem cell and put in HIV patients. They cured the HIV infection. So in last 60 days. So we need to think, in 60 days, the world is changing like this, where are we as a country? That puts a tremendous pressure on a scientist like me. And where am I? It takes 6 years for us to develop, whereas 60 days they have done so many things. Okay? Another one is paralyzed patient. they took electrode and put into the backside of the spinal cord, who was not even walking and this thing. And they put an electrode and they put a software system where each individual has got different body weight. And they made the software that electrode to communicate. Now the person who is a spinal cord injured, completely bedridden, is now able to swim and bicycle. Okay? Somebody else. But you just see how even IIT Patna can do that job. You have a medical college right next door. Okay? The faculty has to think of new ideas now. Faculty can't think, I'm teaching, I'm Buddha now. I'm a 67, actually. Here, I think in this room, everybody is younger than me, actually. Everybody is younger than me. So I think we need to think about it. Biodegradable duct tape. You don't need to go to surgeon anymore. They have tape, like a sulfur tape type things. You have a wound, you put a tape, and you don't need a surgeon. You have interest in bleeding, somebody can just put a scissor, even an ordinary doctor can just cut it off and put a biodegradable tape to the intestine and you're done. Surgery is done. An ordinary doctor in the village can do this. And you just look at it, there's a pig heart. There are 10 genes in a pig. With the CRISPR technology, they added some gene, removed some gene in the pig, and they had a heart from the pig. It's put into the human body. And that person was survived 60 days. Actually, he died about 4 days back. He died 4 days back. This slide I showed you to the IIT Bombay 2 weeks back. Okay? He died 5 days. So I think supercomputer, they found that many bacteria have become resistant to antibiotics. So what they did is, you can't develop a new molecule, new chemistry. So what they did is, okay, you have structure like this is ampicillin, and this is what works again among the okay, hydroxyl is here. You remove hydroxyl, put something else. Same molecule, can I change it? And make it bacteria more susceptible. And they made it with the supercomputers and a simple designing of the molecule. Existing structure, not the new structure. Simple ideas. And drone, when somebody's cardiac arrest, they have sent, the ventilator, fibrillary. They send by drone and partner to dam required. It takes 35 kilometers, it takes 2 hours to come. So you need a drone, and 108, somebody goes, you'll die. Okay? So I think it can happen, drone can be done, IIT campus should think about it, how to deliver to some of the medical devices, serious issues, to their home directly, to the small hospital in a village, in a Muslim park or some other place can be delivered. Simple ideas, nothing big to high technology. Sequencing in 5 hours. I give my blood sample today morning, evening by 5 o'clock, I have my sequencing entire done. Where do we stand today as India? So you need to think about it. Now the competition is not between Bihar and Hyderabad. Okay? It is a competition is global, not the Indian competition. Plastic. Now the MIT has come out, plastic, less weight, but steel strength is higher than the steel. So it will change the civil construction. The civil construction will change. From structural engineering point of view, it changes. The whole structural engineer has to think differently now. If plastic can be used in construction instead of steel, the whole thing will change. Okay, and I think today, the innovation-wise, the innovation is very simple. What is divided? Knowledge and no knowledge. You look at it, Reliance Mobile, you go there, and you want to buy a mobile phone, and he says, I can't explain this mobile phone, how to use it. Will you buy it? You will not buy it. So that means knowledge is an important one, anything, anywhere. Okay? So that means innovation is a key. Right now the world, oil is dividing. Today you see the war between Russia and oil also is all nothing but oil war. And today the future is going to be knowledge and the strategy. And I think, why we need it? Higher GDP growth. US and Japan has developed only because of higher GDP growth. That has come only from innovation, not by some of the service sectors. Service sectors are temporary. Agriculture also cannot give a higher GDP. Manufacturing also less GDP. And compared to innovation, all other fields are lower. So I think where do we stand as India? Okay, where knowledge is started in Nalanda University, right in Bihar, was #1 in the world that time as a country. Now where do we stand? So are we happy about it, India? No. So I think you can change. I mean, you are a young generation. I think you are really phenomenal. You can change. Who creates innovation? Is it IIT Patna? Or Bharat Biotech creates innovation? It's individual. So that means human resource sitting here, or degree students here, who are important. You have to have the common sense of thinking not the campus, not the university, not the country. So you can't blame the country, you can't blame the industry for the patents or anything in the innovation. It is the individual who creates innovation. Why innovation is important? A very, very simple angle. Imagination and degree. You have IIT PATNA degree. Okay? I'll give you a simple example. Somebody has got a catering technology degree, but he doesn't know how to make a good paratha. Okay? Paratha bird. Will you hire him as a cook? Yes or no? No, you will not hire. But he doesn't have a degree, but he knows how to make a good paratha. Will you hire him? Yes. So skill set is important, right? That means degree is important, but skill set is also very critical. If you have two combined, and then imagination. Imagination is very simple. An architect, okay? I tell my house, my estate should be like this. An architect visualizes that, and he draws the right. Am I right? Just imagination. And he draws right. That imagination power. You start thinking. If you combine all three, of degree and skill and imagination, that is what will become innovative. Okay? Nothing is required. This is what a simple thinking is required. And fast. Innovation fast is so zero was invented by Indians. If zero was not there, today Microsoft is not there, no software, no computer science department in IIT PATNA also. Okay? So zero was invented by Lord Ganesha. We all pray, Lord Ganesha, get me admission into IIT PATNA or get me high marks. Without studying, I should get marks. Okay, that's what we pray, Ganesha. But I look at it as a scientist, I look at a helmet head put on the human body. It is nothing but a xenotransplant. A kidney and heart is an organ. Pancreas is an organ. So when heart is an organ, you put on a body, is nothing but xenotransplantation. That's what exactly is there. Golconda in Hyderabad, 3 kilometers down, and you can slap. Somebody can hear the sound of the 3 kilometers up. So they made a special, clay and metal mixed in the walls. And so sound can travel in that panel. There was no Bose engineering. There was no IT people or sound engineers those days. And they just imagine how this technology is done. So that means you have to admit that our forefathers are much intelligent than us. Okay? And steel was invented by Indians. Cataract surgery was done by. And diamond cut, this is almost nanotechnologies. We call big words now, buzzword is nanotechnologies. You don't have to think. A goldsmith, the precision of a diamond cut is a nanometer, am I? Nanometer precision of the diamond. And even goldsmith, he does nanometer precision of gold. Okay. He's a true nanotechnology. If IIT PATNA gives a degree to him, a Surat goldsmith, I'm telling honestly, he'll become a nanotechnologist. Okay, he doesn't have a degree, that's all. But otherwise his skill set is a truly nanotechnologist. And present. What is the present situation? Now has gone. Now we are all education system coaching classes. And how do I get IIT PATNA admission? And how US visa after your IIT? Or if I take computer science in IIT PATNA, I'll get a US visa. US visa I get it. If I get US visa, I get a better proposal, marriage proposal. Everything is calculated. Everything is business calculations in the mind. Everything is business calculations. Everything is but I think our parents driven status. Hey, that fellow has gone to IIT PATNA. You should also go to IIT PATNA. The parents putting pressure on that. And I think, and in the process, we lost our independent thinking process. That was not there when Nalanda had. You want political science, you want economics, everything you can do whatever you want. The fresh mind, you will be encouraged. That was the thing. You look at mustard oil. How many people knows mustard oil? Everybody knows, am I right? Mustard oil? Well, every day you eat mustard oil. Morning, afternoon, evening, everything. And in Canada, called canola oil in Americans. It's $64 billion product. You know what is canola oil? It is nothing but mustard oil. They took the Canadian government, took mustard seeds from India in 1960s under ICR bilateral program. They said, okay, we'll make it mustard grow, but we don't want to call it mustard oil. We'll call it Canadian oil called canola. You don't complicate. And 50% of agriculture export of Canada is only one oil. So where do you stand with the canola oil? We are sitting and eating, but not thinking that if somebody does a cold pressed ginger, cold pressed mustard oil, you'll also make a good businessman here in fact. You don't need a big ideas, simple idea. Somebody makes one cold pressed mustard oil, you'll become at least 20 crores business every year, I'm telling you. Simple ideas. The opportunity. You know how many people, any South Indians are here? South Indians are, some few people are there. You are from Tamil Nadu?
Kerala.
Kerala? You have heard about Nallana? So why is it called Nallana?
Good for health.
Good for health. What is the science? Okay? In Telugu, it's called Manchunala. In Malayalam, it's called Nallana. And Tamil also is called Nallana. And Telugu, Kannada also called it. All are called as Buddha, ginger. It's nothing but ginger. Okay? All South Indian pickles are made with ginger. North Indian pickles are made with mustard oil. Okay? My grandmother said it's good oil, so I'm eating good oil. And today, we have a system, an agricultural system in the country, unfortunately, doesn't know the value of this oil also. How this oil interact with the body, with what makes the differences of this oil, of grandmother's oil. Nobody knows this. And the innovation is right in front of us. But we're not realizing, we are looking at Americans. Oh, Americans will innovate, we'll copy. You don't need it. Just look at simple in front of us. Okay, but nobody knows. South Indian people are all made with this oil. Okay, we drink orange juice. Now IIT campus was also having orange juice serving. I saw the glasses going on. Okay, orange juice was going on. This orange juice, where it comes from? Brazil and Chinese concentrate. No oranges grow. Whatever Nagpur oranges grow is used as a fruit, not as a orange juice. And Americans are drinking orange juice. Europeans are drinking orange juice. So I should also drink orange juice. It's good for health because I will become like American. Okay? I have seen musubi in South Indian fruit, sweet lime. I have seen a Tetra Pak. Have you seen? Anybody has seen? You have seen Tetra Pak?
Yes, sir.
What's he who is serious? I mean, I don't know which one you saw. Okay? It's not there, Tetra Pak. Okay? Musubi. Kino fruit in Punjab. Okay? How many people have seen kino fruit in Tetra Pak? Because Americans have not grown the crop. Had they grown the crop, they would have made the Tetra Pak. We also would have copied it. So do you need a scientist to tell us, a policymakers to tell us what is right and wrong for the country? If we insisted all the industry should make, GST free. If the sweet lime and kilo fruit from Punjab has made a Tetra Pak, don't have to pay GST. Then automatically what happened? Every industry will make the farmer, BR farmer to grow sweet lime, every Punjab farmer will grow to kilo fruit, and they will convert it to process industry. Today, whatever the food policies we have put in the country is not helping the farmers also. Simple intervention. And just nothing. Some of the juices, many juices are there. Many the blackberry juice, coconut. Everybody said coconut is bad. Harvard said you'll die. You'll get a heart attack immediately. You would have coconut. How many Kerala people are here? They morning onwards, they start with the morning and evening. I'm not talking to you that. I'm just, able to just make it a little lively, okay? Not at your cost. Okay? So don't mistake it. So I think now everybody says in the US, you go to US, everybody is taking 1 tablespoon of virgin coconut oil. Now they say it's good for Alzheimer's, it's good for Parkinson's. Netherlands people have shown the data, suddenly everybody now started buying only coconut oil. And the Kerala people, they don't get Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So they don't do the hair also. Okay? So I think, what is the science behind all this thing? We don't know yet. And coconut said, it will not be for that. That's all. But we don't have science. We just conclude. Opinion. The opinion becomes like a science. That's not good for the country. You get everything now, shampoo to baby oil, chips, even the chips also coconut chips. And everything coconut now. Even they have, I saw one day, donut in the US. The donut also mixed with coconut oil. Okay? So everything coconut now in the US market. Samosa. How do you eat samosa here? Which one? Ketchup, no? Huh? No, tell me in the stores how you eat. I don't eat your grandmother. If you have grandmothers, it's different. So, huh? Ketchup, no? So now, have you seen any chutney anywhere? Ready chutney? You put in water, mix it, and it becomes a chutney. Have you seen anywhere?
Yes,
He found it, chutney anywhere. Your grandmother's live with your wife. You're lucky that your wife is married. So, it is not. So, chutney. Have you seen a processed package? Chutney. You see what I'm trying? Why I'm trying to tell? I'm bringing to the grassroots level. We talk about biotechnology vaccine, very high tech. Okay? Look at the small grassroots. And today, Americans made ketchup. Ketchup is a French fries. And my son, grandson, I have a 60 years old. He wants to eat idli with ketchup. Okay? So next, these children, you will never remember any chutneys at all. Yes. They will become like an Ananda University. Okay? History, that's it. Yeah, how we lose them? I think it's a simple thing. But I think the future is great for the country. One thing nice about it is our families, our parents are willing to sell their house, willing to sell their land, to send their children for education. We are knowledge seekers. That's the culture is there in the built-in system in our culture. Any rich family or poor family, even a poor family who's got 10 acres, he doesn't mind selling the 10 acres to send their son to IIT PATNA. That passion of our parents, of knowledge seekers is amazing. And that is what is going to keep us alive. How to kill innovation? You'll be shaking the mobile phone and the signal is not there, and you'll be emails watching. My email has not, nothing has come today. Last 2 hours, nothing, no email has come. Why does it come? Your mind is only occupied on that. So I told this Bill Gates also. You give 2 mobile and 2 email IDs in the laptop. Nobody will be having time to think about it. Nobody has got time to interact. Nobody has got time to see what is there in front of us. Okay? That's why when I switch off the phone, partner gets upset. Why you're not taking my phone? And today, even your driver, while going to bathroom, also say, "Sir, I'm going to bathroom." You become an operator, unfortunately. Okay? I think keep down. The technologies are good, but keep down. Keep watching. Every small age, you have to watch. While watching keen eyes, I always believe, keen eyes, and watching things, you will see mind will start working much intelligent. And because your mind is stuck because of this mobile and all those technologies. Okay, my journey of entrepreneurship, 96, 97, I came back after 15 years in the US. I was also faculty at Medical University of South Carolina after Wisconsin PhD. I was an assistant professor, and my wife said, "Let's get back to India." And spouses are, women are very strong in the country. Okay, Indian women are useless actually.